The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Texas League's North Division and the Texas League's South Division. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Brandon Belak, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, this guy's one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. You're not going to see a bundle of strikeouts, not an overpowering guy. Puts the ball on the in and outside corners, up and down in the strike zone. A pitch-to-contact guy, so if you're looking for strikeouts, you're probably not going to see a boatload from this guy in this one.
Stepping in, Manny Valdez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First delivery to him on the way. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
First pitch, 7:05.
Here comes the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Temperature reading an even 80 degrees at first pitch tonight. The 1-2.
That's outside.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Cordero is right there, 1 down.
Batting second, the third baseman, Rafael Rodriguez.
Now at the plate, Rafael Rodriguez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Rolled slowly to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting third.
Now batting, Jose Marmolejos. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. The windup and the 0-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
In comes the left fielder. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Jackson Kowar, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, as you can see, he's a tall drink of water out there, especially on the mound. That can really work to your advantage because you work on more of a downhill plane and you typically get more extension to the plate on your release. The key, though, is that he has to be out front with his release point or he'll be more likely to miss up in the zone.
Standing in, Pablo Gonzalez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Standing in now, Breivik Valera. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
One out, nobody on.
That's ball
Up
2.
top, it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike.
Count 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Darren Kohler is on deck. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. The 3-2 pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Kohler.
Into the box, Darren Kohler, as he will look at a curveball right on the black. Apparently, it's strike 1. Valera, base runner at first with 1 out. Fouled off. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Rodriguez is there, 2 down.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Corey Lee.
Now at the plate, Corey Lee. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Two and 0 now.
Can't let your guard down in the box. I don't care how great a hitter you are up there. You have to find a way to stay aggressive within the zone, knowing full well he's probably working around you.
the set and the 2-0.
Ball, that's out.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
He's set. The 3-0 offering. And that's finally over for a strike.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
He's set. The 3-1. Sent on the ground out to second. He's right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. All set for the start of the inning, and in to bat next, it'll be Tyler White.
The first baseman, Tyler White.
First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Made him look silly with that one.
That's a ball.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball two. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses for ball four, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Standing in, Brian O'Keefe. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's the 0-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Nobody out, runner on first. One and two now as that one's fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Off-speed pitch just missed inside. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Another one sent foul. Making him work out there. The ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off there, ball four. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Coming to the plate now, Kramer Robertson, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, that liner drilled the pitcher right on the mound. And they still managed to get an out on the play. Whoa. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm. And that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off. And from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue. So that at least is a good sign. Striding into the box, Michael Gigliotti. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. On a rope to the second baseman.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, Eric Carmona.
Digging in, Eric Carmona. First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Two balls and no strikes.
No strikes.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Now at the plate, Sam Haggerty. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
He's set. The 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
0-2. Here it is. Hit in the air to shallow center. Cordero is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it winds up being a run on no hits, and they leave 2 men on. On now to the bottom of the second. The North Division Stars from the Texas League lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Chase Calabwig. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
Popped him up. Rodriguez waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting sixth, the center fielder, Frenchie Cordero.
So stepping in, Frenchie Cordero. Here comes the first pitch. I got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Ground ball foul down the left side. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
So now to the plate, Josh Young. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Runner at second here with one man out. And there's ball one. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball two. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Full count now, 3-2. Number 41 is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking up around the letters.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
At the plate now, number 41, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with two away.
Nope.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And he fouls this one off. The set and the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Carmona is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go now to the top of the third. The North Division Stars from the Texas League are on top, 1-0. Brett Canine, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Brett Canine.
Top of the third set to get underway, and digging in is the outfielder, Manny Valdez.
Manny Valdez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Rodriguez.
Now in the box, Rafael Rodriguez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. 2-0 now.
2-0.
Bases are empty, one man out. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Marmolejos. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Here now the 2-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runner at first here, one man out. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tyler White. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. From the stretch.
Counts 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
First and second now, one man out. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Set and the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
3-2 pitch. Popped up. Young camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Brian O'Keefe. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. A ball and 2 strikes now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The set and the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of our All-Star Game coverage in a moment. Chris Bubich, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 50, Chris Bubich.
Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Ross Adolph.
The right fielder, Ross Adolph.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
The batter, number 13.
Striding in once
Second
again,
baseman,
Pablo Gonzalez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And now a pitch on the way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike now. One out, nobody on. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The pitch.
Ball 2.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Right fielder coming on. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Breivik Valera. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Scooped up. On to White at first, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. The North Division Stars from the Texas League lead it 1-0. Matthew Haynes enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Division, number 1, Matthew Haynes.
Stepping up now, Kramer Robertson.
Leading off, the shortstop, Kramer Robertson.
First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
In now, Michael Gigliotti. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Gigliotti.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Hit hard towards center. Base hit, and they're into the hit column.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
At the plate, Eric Carmona. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a four-seamer right there, but get back to that two-seam. It's what his MO is.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Runners on first with one down. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Sam Haggerty. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Here's a look over to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. 2 out with the man at first. And another throw over. And he'll dive back in safely. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close.
Brady Singer is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 51, Brady Singer.
Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Darren Kohler. First offering on its way.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
The windup and the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. In there, a base hit.
The catcher, number 35, Corey Lee.
Into the box now, Corey Lee. That's a strike to throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Carmona arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Chase Calabwig, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. In there, 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Carmona has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base.
33, Frenchie.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And in to hit next, it'll be Frenchie Cordero. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Ball.
2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
All even now, 2-2. Here's the 2-2.
3 balls.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
This one's down to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We played 4 full. The North Division Stars from the Texas League are on top, 1-0. Blake Backer is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Now pitching for the Southern Division, number 85, Blake Backer.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Manny Valdez. First pitch on its way. And he popped him up. Kohler into shallow center. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Rafael Rodriguez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated
To the plate
hitter.
now is the designated hitter, Jose Marmolejos. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way.
Ball.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. Calabwig will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. The North Division Stars from the Texas League lead it 1-0. Logan Gilbert, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Number 86, Logan Gilbert.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Josh Young.
Josh Young.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
That's a ball.
Misses, ball 2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High and deep to right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, number 41. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Gilbert stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And another foul ball. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Fouled away. The 1-2.
I got the count 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there.
3-2.
It's full 3-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this
The right
at-bat.
fielder,
The
number
count
30.
moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there.
Adolph.
I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
So striding in, Ross Adolph. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Rodriguez is under it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 13.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Pablo Gonzalez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, that's low.
One ball, 1 strike, the count. 2 out with the man at first. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. The North Division Stars from the Texas League are on top, 1-0. Jason Barr takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Southern Division, number 81, Jason Barr.
Tyler White will bat next. 0 for 1 with a
Leading it
run
off,
scored thus
The
far.
first baseman, Tyler White.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Barr, just 24 years of age. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and a curveball. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Heading out towards shallow right. Adolph is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
Now batting, catcher.
At the plate, Brian O'Keefe.
Brian
He'll look to bounce back after
O'Keefe.
striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
A bouncer up the middle, reined in, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter.
Settling in
The
now,
shortstop.
Kramer Robertson. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Robertson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball one, as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Popped him up. Number 41 over to his left, and that's the third out. So they go down without a whimper here. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the sixth. The North Division Stars from the Texas League lead it 1-0. Alex Figaldi enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the
Now
sixth.
pitching for the Northern Division, number 93, Alex Figaldi.
Bottom of the sixth inning now, and standing in
Leading
as
it
the
off,
switch-hitting second
the
baseman,
designated hitter.
Breivik Valera.
Breivik Valera.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Figaldi, a 25-year-old, he throws a four-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and a two-seam fastball. The 1-0 delivery.
Nope, that's down.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1.
Aye.
Strike two called, and it's even at 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now a ball lined to the left side,
Foul ball.
but foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 3-2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Valdez is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 4.
At the plate, Darren
Shortstop.
Kohler. He singled his
Darren
last time up.
Kohler.
Here comes the first pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Heading out toward shallow right. Long run for the right fielder. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Corey.
Striding in, Corey Lee. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's in there for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
The batter, the left fielder, Chase Cordero.
Stepping in now, Chase Cordero, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
To short, hit hard. He's got it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Seventh inning coming up. The North Division Stars from the Texas League are on top, 1-0. Dalrys Valdez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 80, Dalrys Valdez.
New inning set to get underway, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Michael Gigliotti.
The right fielder, Michael.
First pitch on its way.
Gigliotti.
And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, the left fielder.
Digging in, Eric Carmona. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Counts 1-0.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Sam Haggerty. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
The batter, the center fielder,
Sully Matias will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Sully Matias.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. He's set, now the pitch.
Ball 2.
Up top, it's 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
3-0 now.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising, first 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening.
From the stretch.
Hey.
A runner on first with 2 away. On the ground to third. Right to him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One hit, one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The North Division Stars from the Texas League lead it 1-0. Sully Matias is the new center fielder after coming on as a pinch hitter during the last half inning.
16.
Tyler Zuber gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 83, Tyler Zuber.
Taylor Colway will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. The 1-2.
2-2 the count.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Into the box now, Josh Young. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Left fielder looking up. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to left, and this ball game is tied at 1.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now batting, the first baseman.
To the plate now, number 41. This will take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
That's ball
3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
The right fielder, number 30, Ross.
Stepping into the box, Ross Adolph. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way.
Hey.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball, act inside.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
From the belt, the pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that finds a seam for extra bases, as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Johan Oviedo is given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with.
Johan Oviedo.
Darren Hoffman will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Juergen Hoffman.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
0-1.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
Alejandro Ibanez will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And a pivotal moment in this one. Tie ball game, bases loaded, but the possibility of an inning-ending double play does still exist here. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third. with 2 gone
The
now.
batter, number
Well, you
4.
got to love a live young arm. He's got an
Juergen
electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Trace Lair will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning.
Lair.
And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-2. And he popped him up. Rodriguez is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, all tied at 1-1. Taylor Colway stays in the ballgame batting number 8 and takes over in center field.
Taylor Colway.
Darren Hoffman will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Lair. Now at second base, number 94, Darren Hoffman.
Trace Lair will stay in the ballgame as a new shortstop.
Lair.
Miguel Romero has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Miguel Romero.
Eric Peterson is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Peterson.
In there for strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the 1st out of the inning. MJ Melendez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Number 70, MJ Melendez.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Joseph Odom will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Joseph Odom.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. And that's in there, 3-1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Here's the payoff pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Eric Peterson will stay in the game, taking over at third base and batting in that 8th spot.
Eric Peterson.
Joseph Odom stays in the ballgame after pinch hitting as he'll take over at first base.
Odom.
Chucky Robinson is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Nate Mondu will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for the Southern Division, number 10, Nate Mondu.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And it's 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. To first, fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Mickey McDonald will come on as a pinch hitter
for the Southern Division, number 6, Mickey McDonald.
Hit back up the middle, scooped up on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up, all tied at 1-1. Chucky Robinson will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Number 6, Mickey McDonald. Now in left.
Nate Mondu remains in the game, batting 9th and manning left field.
Now in left field, number 10, Nate.
Mickey McDonald will stay in the ball game as he takes over in center.
Number 6, Mickey McDonald. Now
Carlos Sanabria will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Number 53.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and next to hit is the catcher, Brian O'Keefe. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Kevin Merrill will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Number 27, Kevin Merrill.
Nope.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. The 1-2.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
The count now at 2-2. Popped him up. Robinson has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting. Right
Into the
fielder.
box, Michael Gigliotti. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
The windup and the 1-0. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Eric Carmona, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first.
Runner.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And he misses 2-1. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. 3-2 now. Sam Haggerty would be next if they can keep this inning alive. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. All tied at 1-1. Kevin Merrill will remain in the game in the 8th spot and take over at shortstop.
Number 27, Kevin Merrill.
John Fasola comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into
Number
extra
23,
innings.
John Fasola.
Trying to pick things up where he left
Leading it
off,
off,
Josh Young.
the third
He went
baseman.
deep last time up.
And he certainly got a chance to end this one right here with another home run. Going to be interested to see the style, how he plays this one. Does he come out of his shoes, or does he get back to staying within himself?
Ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
2-0.
And that's too high. Ball 2.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Line to the right side. Gigliotti is there to put it away for route number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Ready for another chance? Number 41. Couple of walks for him thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Standing in now, Ross Adolph. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And this is the case of a guy taking one for the team. I think he could have gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
Jax Biggers will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 2, Jax Biggers.
In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here.
He's going.
Runners off for second. In there, now the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back with more of our All-Star Game coverage in a moment. Jax Biggers stays in the ballgame in the 8th spot and takes over at second base.
Number 2, Jax Biggers.
Brady Feigl takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Brady Feigl.
Sam Haggerty will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Here it comes. In there, strike 1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Dyron Blanco will come on now as the pinch hitter.
For the Northern Division, number 22, Dyron Blanco.
Skied into very shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now
coming to the plate now, Eric Peterson. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Irving Lopez will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Irving Lopez.
And he gets ahead 0-1. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
0-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
Hey, started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
So a full count now.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Nick Prado will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Number 30, Nick Prado.
In there, no balls and a strike. The 0-1 offering. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied at 1-1. Dyron Blanco stays in the ball game in the 9-hole and takes over out in center field. Nick Prado remains in the game, batting 9th and manning first base. Nolan Long comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Long. Pinch hitting for the Southern
Digging
Division.
in, Jax Biggers.
Number 2, Jax Biggers.
First offering on its way.
Aye.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And this is the case of a guy taking one for the team. I think he could have gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
Your attention,
Jake
please.
Adams will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 16, Jake Adams.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. The winning run is at first base. The 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And a dive, but he's back. The 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the walk.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Matthew Batten will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning.
Matthew Batten.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. The 1-0. Liner towards second, and that's in there. Base hit. And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run and it ends up being a really critical one, you have to feel pretty good. It wasn't a huge day on the stat sheet, but it led his team to a win, and that's all you can hope for as a player.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Brady Feigl earns the victory on the mound. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.